Hello everyone, I am Sonali and you are watching Weekly Current Affair Quiz. Let's begin today's quiz. First question is the 6th World Hindi Congress or WHC was held from 14 to 18 September 1999. It was held in which of the following countries? India, London, South Africa or Mauritius? The correct answer is option B, London. The concept of Vishwa Hindi Sammelan or World Hindi Conference was envisaged by Rashtra Bhasha Prachar Samiti Wardha in 1973. The 6th World Hindi Congress was held from 14 to 18 September 1999 in London, UK. Next question is what is the correct chronological order of receiving the Dada Saheb Phalke Award? Devika Rani Prithviraj Kapoor, Naushad Raj Kapoor. Prithviraj Kapoor, Devika Rani, Naushad Lata Mangeshkar. Devika Rani, Prithviraj Kapoor, Lata Mangeshkar, Satyajit Ray or Devika Rani, Lata Mangeshkar, Raj Kapoor, Satyajit Ray. The correct answer is option A, Devika Rani, Prithviraj Kapoor, Naushad and Raj Kapoor. In recognition of Dada Saheb Phalke's contribution to the Indian cinema, the Indian government instituted the Dada Saheb Phalke Award in 1969. The first recipient of the award was Devika Rani in 1969. Prithviraj Kapoor was awarded in 1971 posthumously, Naushad in 1981, Satyajit Ray in 1984, Raj Kapoor in 1987 and Lata Mangeshkar in 1989. Next question is consider the following statements with reference to Tarkash exercise. 1. It is an Indo-Japan joint exercise undertaken by the National Security Guard and US Special Operations Forces. 2. The exercise has included chemical, biological, radiological and nuclear, that is CBRN terror response in its drill for the first time. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Exercise Tarkash is being held from 16 January 2023 to 14 February 2023 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. It is an Indo-US joint exercise undertaken by the National Security Guard and US Special Operations Forces or SOF. The exercise has included chemical, biological, radiological and nuclear, that is CBRN terror response in its drill for the first time. Next question is recently the 37th foundation of the APIDA was celebrated. APIDA stands for Agricultural and Pure Food Products Export Distribution Agency, Agricultural and Processed Food Product Export Development Authority, Arid and Pure Food Products Export Distribution Authority or Arid and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. The correct answer is option B, Agricultural and Processed Food Product Export Development Authority. Recently, the 37th Foundation Day of the APIDA, that is Agricultural and Processed Food Product Export Development Authority, was celebrated. It works under the Ministry of Commerce and Trade. Next question is which of the following statement or statements are correct with reference to Marburg virus disease? Marburg virus belongs to the Filoviridae family. Bats are considered natural hosts of the virus, both A and B or neither A nor B. The correct answer is option C, both A and B. Recently, Equatorial Guinea confirmed its first ever outbreak of Marburg virus disease following the deaths of at least 9 people. Both the Marburg and Ebola viruses belong to the Filoviridae family and the diseases are caused by the two present clinical similarities. Like Ebola, the Marburg virus is transmitted to primates from bats, which are considered natural hosts of the virus. Next question is the theme for the 12th edition of the World Radio Day was Radio and Trust, Radio and Peace, New World, New Radio or New Radio, New Peace. The correct answer is option B, Radio and Peace. February 13 is celebrated as World Radio Day. The theme for the 12th edition of the World Radio Day that was celebrated on 13 February 2023 was Radio and Peace. Next question is her first collection of poems named The Golden Threshold was published in 1905. She was the first Indian woman to be the president of the Indian National Congress and to be appointed as an Indian state governor. Which of the following personalities is being described in the lines given above? Smita Agarwal, Savitribai Phule, Nandini Sahu, or Sarojini Naidu? The correct answer is option D, Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was a political activist and poet who was born to a Bengali family of scholars and poets in Hyderabad on February 13, 1879. Her first collection of poems, named The Golden Threshold, was published in 1905 and bore an introduction by Arthur Symons. She was the first Indian woman to be the president of the INC, that is Indian National Congress, and to be appointed as an Indian state governor. Next question is, the Reserve Bank of India is organizing its second global hackathon, which is Innovation, Global Hack, Mind Hack, or Harbinger. The correct answer is option D, Harbinger. Reserve Bank of India is organizing its second global hackathon, Harbinger 2023, Innovation for Transformation. The first hackathon was announced in November 2021 and results were declared in June 2022. Next question is, which of the following pairs are not correctly matched? Exercise and participating countries. Exercise Dharma Guardian, India and Japan. Exercise Varun, India and Pakistan. Exercise Yudh Abhyas, India and US, or Exercise Cyclone, India and Egypt. The correct answer is option B, Exercise Varun, India and Pakistan. Recently, India and Japan kicked off an exercise, Exercise Dharma Guardian. Exercise Varun is a bilateral naval exercise between India and France. Exercise Yudh Abhyas is a joint military exercise between India and the US. And Exercise Cyclone 1 is the first ever joint exercise between the forces of the Indian Army and the Egyptian Army. Next question is, with reference to the Pulwama attack, consider the following statements. 1. The year 2023 marks the third anniversary of the Pulwama attack. 2. The attack was carried out by the Pakistani terror group Jaish-e-Mohammed or JEM. 3. India avenged the Pulwama terror attack by carrying out airstrikes on Jabba Top in Balakot. How many statements above are incorrect? Only one statement, only two statements, all three statements, or none of the above statements? The correct answer is option A, only one statement. Recently, PM Modi paid tribute to the personnel of the CRPF who had lost their lives in the Pulwama attack 4 years ago. The Pulwama attack took place on the Jammu-Srinagar highway. The attack was carried out by the Pakistani terror group Jaish-e-Mohammed. India avenged the Pulwama terror attack by carrying out airstrikes on Jabba Top in Balakot. Next question is, which of the following bank is conducting Financial Literacy Week or FLW every year since 2016? ICICI Bank, State Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India, or HDFC Bank? The correct answer is option C, Reserve Bank of India. Recently, Financial Literacy Week was observed between February 13 and 17, 2023. The theme selected for the current year FLW was Good Financial Behavior, Your Savior. Significantly, the central bank has been conducting FLW every year since 2016. Next question is, which of the following organized the Adi Mahotsav from 16 to 27 February 2023? TriFed, Niti Aayog, Tribal Cultural Heritage Foundation, or none of the above? The correct answer is option A, TriFed. Recently, PM Modi inaugurated Adi Mahotsav, the mega national tribal festival in Delhi. It is being organized from 16 to 27 February at Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in Delhi. It is an annual initiative of the Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation Limited or TriFed under the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Next question is, which day will be celebrated as Global Tourism Resilience Day every year? February 15, February 16, February 17, or February 18? The correct answer is option C, February 17. February 17 will be celebrated as Global Tourism Resilience Day every year starting this month. The United Nations General Assembly has adopted a resolution from Jamaica to declare the first ever Global Tourism Resilience Day in an effort to future-proof the sustainability of tourism. Next question is, recently the centrally sponsored Vibrant Village Program or VVP has been approved for which of the following fiscal years? 2022-23 to 2024-25, 2022-23 to 2025-26, 2021-22 to 2025-26, or 2022-23 to 2026-27. The correct answer is option B, 2022-23 to 2025-26. Recently, the Union Cabinet approved the centrally sponsored Vibrant Village program. This program has been approved for fiscal years 2022-23 to 2025-26 with a financial allocation of rupees 4,800 crore. The program aims to ensure the comprehensive development of villages along the northern border areas. Next question is, where was the Dhara 2023, that is Driving Holistic Action for Urban Rivers 2 days annual meeting of the RCA members held? Delhi, Gujarat, Chennai or Pune? The correct answer is option D, Pune. Recently, 2 days annual meeting of the RCA members Dhara 2023 was held on 13-14 February 2023. It was organized by the National Mission for Clean Ganga and the National Institute of Urban Affairs under the MOHUA in Pune. Next question is, the Defence India Startup Challenge Disc 9 is the collaboration of Innovations for Defence Excellence or IDEX with which of the following division of the Ministry of Home Affairs? Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center, Coordination and International Cooperation, Cyber and Information Security or Center State Division? The correct answer is option A, Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center. Recently, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh announced the launch of the Defence India Startup Challenge Disc 9. Disc 9 is the first collaboration of Innovations for Defence Excellence with the Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center or I4C division of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Next question is, Rashtriya Sanskriti Mahotsav is the initiative of which of the following ministries? Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Tourism or Ministry of Foreign Affairs? The correct answer is option A, Ministry of Culture. The Rashtriya Sanskriti Mahotsav 2023 was inaugurated recently at Azad Maidan, Church Gate, Mumbai. The Mahotsav is being organized by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India to promote national unity and integrity through cultural exchange from 11th to 19th February. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to the G20 Culture Working Group meeting. 1. It will be themed around the protection and restitution of cultural property. 2. The G20 Cultural Track will focus on 4 themes. Choose the correct option using the codes given below. 1 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2 or 2 only. The correct answer is option B, both 1 and 2. The first G20 Culture Working Group meeting will be held at Khajuraho in Madhya Pradesh from 22nd to 25th of February. It will be themed around the protection and restitution of cultural property. The G20 Cultural Track will focus on 4 themes which will be discussed over the 4 G20 Culture Working Group meetings at different locations. Next question is, the construction of Shinkula Tunnel has been approved to provide all-weather connectivity in Uttarakhand, Punjab, Kashmir or Ladakh. The correct answer is option D, Ladakh. The Union Cabinet has approved the construction of the Shinkula Tunnel to provide all-weather connectivity in Ladakh. The tunnel will lead to the all-round development of the region and give a boost to the tourism, health and education sectors. The construction work of this tunnel will be completed by December 2025. Last question is, which of the following country is the second largest producer of polyester and viscose in the world? Japan, China, India or Vietnam? The correct answer is option C, India. Recently, Union Minister of Textiles held the first meeting with the newly constituted Textile Advisory Group for Man-Made Fiber. The domestic man-made fiber industry mainly comprises 2 components, polyester and viscose. India is the second largest producer of polyester and viscose in the world. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.